Greetings, legends, and welcome back to another video. Happy to see all of y'all, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And as you can see, we're in video number 3, which is titled Blitzshade Part 2. Now, in this video, we're just gonna touch more upon the movie. As in the last video, we touched upon the characters and their designs. Now, we're gonna talk about the movie and the characters that are part of this movie. So let's get to it. So to get us started, I'm gonna start with a tease. It's a short 30-second video talk about the movie. It's not the greatest, especially with the use of AI. But like I mentioned before, I'm not the greatest at it, but I would still like to show you guys the story and giving you a visual appeal. So without further ado, here is the tease for Blitzshade, the Prodigy Son. So there you have it. And like I said, 30 seconds, so not that much going on. I think that was at least 5 or 6 scenes. I don't remember. But you get to see some things. So now, let's touch upon the movie. So the movie takes place 10 years after the events of the fall of the Legacy 5. So and during that time, Blitzshade was at least 14 years old, 14 or 15. So now here, he's an adult. He's 25. So time flies, and he's still, struggling. Even though he's the protector of Nova City, he is still struggling. He is still having nightmares of the past, or of this event of the death of his mom, his sister, and of course his brother, who is presumed dead. But he still continues going on. He continues being Blitzshade, protecting the city and all that. Now, throughout the movie, we see that. We see how he struggles with it. How when he interacts with Stalker or his brother, how that past keeps coming back to him and haunting him and affecting his movements or his fighting, or his personality. It affects him. So in the movie, we see all that. We see him as Flint Nelson, going to work, being with his friends, and he's there, right? But his mind is somewhere else. And we can still see that, his friends, or Scarlet mostly, notice it and kind of comforts him with it, even though she doesn't know the full story of why he's like that. But still, she still, comforts him. Now, in this time period, Stalker has already killed 3 heroes. Then in the scene that we first see him, that is the 4th one he killed. Now he's already going out, and the news is already talking about him, like that he's a ghost or something. We even get the Hero Gala. As you saw that party in the teaser, the Hero Gala is basically just like a celebration of heroes, mainly the Legacy 5. Now in this scene, this is the first time we see Flint actually, relaxed and happy. First, not at first, when he gets there, he's a little bit uncomfortable, but we still see it. We see him dancing with Scarlet, and it helps him out. But then Stalker, you know, destroys the party and all that. And the Hero Gala is the very first scene where Blitzshade and Stalker meet up. So that's very interesting. And another thing about Stalker and his interaction with Blitzshade is that he is a total menace. He taunts him. You know, he gaslight or like rage bait, whatever. Especially with heroes and even hints about his past. Because since Stalker knows Blitzshade, he knows how he fights. He knows every move he's gonna throw. He knows how fast he is. But of course, he blocks them, and that kind of confuses Flynn and makes him not scared but like frustrated, worried. But it shows how even by his presence and just him knowing how he fights kind of brings back fear into him. That's all in the first act. In the second act, it's basically just a investigation scene where we see him trying to figure out who is Stalker. But of course, since Glitch is like not that dumb, like with all these clues and investigation, all lead into the possibility of Stalker being someone that he knows, who is his brother. He doesn't think fully that it's his brother, but he thinks as someone that he used to know during his time as in the Legacy 5 period. Now, in their second interaction, which was in like near the Hero Gala, because that's where Blitzshade was trying to investigate some clues, we notice that he knows Stalker, and again he is taunting him. He is throwing shots at him and all that, and that kind of makes him scared, especially with the implant, because the implant that he has not only helps him control his powers, but every time his emotion kind of spikes, he's worried, angry, or anything, that also affects his energy or his powers. Now there's a scene where Stalker damages his suit, which also damages the implant. Now with no implant, his power's going haywire. It's going everywhere. He's becoming a bomb. And in the very last scene of their fight, Stalker said his name, which is Flint, and just disappeared. Now this was the last piece of the puzzle, basically. So in this moment, Flynn was in denial of saying it can't be his brother. It can't be Philip, or it couldn't be him. But so to release all his energy, he went to the woods far away from the city to unleash it, or just like throw it out, or like let it go. And the kind of final scenes of the act, we finally meet up with Alan, who is his father, and here they talk more about the reveal of him knowing that is Philip. Alan kind of having the idea a while ago when Stalker came about, and kind of Flynn kind of pushing him to, or pushing himself too much, saying that he could have saved him, and all that. But also throughout this time, Stalker goes to Flint's workplace and attacks his friends just to lure Flint out. So that's interesting. But with no suit, since that one got damaged, how will he go about like his powers and all that? Sure, his implant is fixed, but still, like he needs more control, and that's where Alan gives him a brand new suit, which was actually the final creation that his mom, Technoshade, made for him. Now it's more advanced, not like it's not like an armor suit. It's just same thing, being like fabric, maybe with some like bits of more armor, more better material and all that. And instead of having like a half helmet where we see his hair, now this one is a full helmet, like a full on helmet. But also we get another emotional scene where his mom left a final voice message for him in the suit, and it's really hard to it's very touching. Might shed some tears during that scene. Not right now, but I'm saying like if we watch it. That's the second act. Third act is basically just full on fights. Flaying with the new Sue, going after stalkers, saving his friends, and then we even see the reveal who has been lurking in the shadows throughout the whole movie, and the one who controls those robots that we saw in the teaser around Blitzshade. Now, this villain is very important to the story. He is connected to Flint Pass, Scarlet, not Scarlet, Stalker's origin, and even we even see the reason why this person is doing it. So that's a nice twist. In the final scene or final fight, both Blitzshade and Stalker work together just to fight this other villain. But it's not like a redemption. Think of it like the main villain, the main hero work together just to stop another villain. Even though they're enemies, they just still like help each other just to defeat this person. Basically just that. But at the end, like I was gonna mention, Blitzshade wins. The villain go goes to prison, but also Stalker. Now Stalker reminds Flynn that hey, even though we work together just to fight this one villain, we ain't friends. We ain't like we may be brothers, but we ain't close anymore. You're still my enemy. I'm still gonna kill you. All that. So it's still tragic because we see that he wanted to save both his city and his brother, but made a hard choice and only saved one, even though he wanted to save both. So yeah, that's the end of the movie. Of course, there's more things. It's not doesn't end right there. There's still scenes afterwards, and there are other scenes in the film, especially tying in with Oscar, Katie, and Scarlett, and Scarlett's dad, Rick Stone. But they're like smaller scenes. Some of them are huge scenes, especially, but these ones that I mentioned, they're like basically the fight scene, like reveal scenes and all that. Just to recap, we were able to see um the characters, their design, um their backstory, and then now with the movie, we see how the movie is with that teaser, and we get to hear what the movie's about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully in the future I'm able to actually make that movie into reality. Like just kind of like a up, not update, but this is the only movie slash series that I made the script for. I have the whole script done. I have everything done for it. the only thing, of course, the only thing that's left is actually make the movie. So my plan is, or my goal is to release, continue releasing videos. Hopefully, this channel and all y'all who are supporting this channel to help this project come about, help this universe spread throughout the community, and all that. Because I would like to give it to a studio, get someone to help me invest in it, pitch it to a movie film studio, whatever. Hopefully they approve it, and instead of being watching it here, you would get to watch it in the big screen with incredible visual, incredible um scenes, emotional scenes, epic scenes, heartbreaking scenes, plot twist scenes, all scenes. That's the end of the video. Hope all y'all enjoyed it. Hope to see y'all again in the next one. I hope to have more videos coming up. And like I mentioned before, it won't be daily. It will be times where I'm able to do videos, especially when I have work, school, and outside of life outside of this. But as always, have a great, wonderful day and stay legendary.